today's stream is going to be all about working on more music for the Game Boy game, The Curse of the Mantle, which is a radio adaptation of a kind of a short story, I guess. I've got some details on it here. Yeah, it's a story by Nathaniel Hawthorne. And yeah, it's about this woman who gets a mantle made for her by a dying woman, which is actually cursed, and it starts unleashing like an epidemic among the people, epidemic of disease among the people. So and yeah, it's not a very nice story, but still, it's the setting is great. The characters are interesting, and I get to make kind of horror music. So that's cool. Right, so without further ado, we're actually going to make some music here for a doctor who is trying to treat all of the sick that have been taken down by this disease. And he's tired, he is not resting, he is not sleeping, he just wants to relentlessly treat everyone. So I have to come up with something that has a sense of hope, but also, you know, a sense that this guy is very, you know, tired. He's still working tirelessly, without sleep, without rest, and I want to try and see if I can evoke that feeling. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to sketch it out first, because I usually work that way. I sketch it out in notation, in music notation, and then once I have an idea and I know where it's going, I will put it into GB Studio and try and see if we can get something going today. I hope I can come up with something cool. I mean, I have an idea already. I kind of worked it out just while I was setting up stream. I managed to come up with something, so I'll play it and then we'll input it and see how it turns out. Okay, so without further ado, let's go into MuseScore, which is going to be my sketching weapon of choice in this particular instance, and let's see where this goes. Why not? Okay, cool. Hopefully everything will work. So I'm just going to set up a new score here, and I've got a template somewhere here. Game Boy sketch template. Why has it got... Yeah, no, it's got loads of stuff in it already. Yeah, okay. Let me see if it's actually going to... So this is Dr. Clarke. I have no idea what key I'm going to be writing this in. Nor do I have any idea how this is actually going to turn out. So here we go. Yeah, 32 measures is fine. There we are. Okay, so as the Game Boy only has 3 melodic channels plus noise, I only have 3 staves here on this sketch, so the bass line is going to be taken by the wave channel, because it can produce the lowest sounds, the wavetable channel on the Game Boy. And then we have 2 what are called duty channels, which are square wave channels. And these are usually the channels that handle melodies and chords, right? But of course, each channel can only play 1 note at once, so we have to be very economical and smart about the chords that we use and how we actually write these melodies to try and get the fullest amount of music possible out of just 3 notes. So yeah, wish me luck. But anyway, I am going to play the idea that I came up with. Goes a little something like this. And then something like that. I don't know what I'm gonna fill in here. Maybe, I don't know. This is the part where I don't really know where I'm going. So I'm completely lost. After that point, I have no idea what's going on. So let me see if I can actually put this in, and then hopefully something will come out of it. And if nothing does, I'll have to come back another time once I've had a bit of a rest from it and let it kind of marinate for a bit, because I literally came up with this idea. I'm not quite sure where it's going. I'm trying to get that kind of tired but hopeful vibe. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Right, so let me go into MuseScore here. Hopefully you are going to hear everything, because I haven't tested whether the sound is actually going to come through, but it should do. If it doesn't, just let me know in the chat. So, yeah, so something like that. Maybe need to get my metronome up here. I don't even know if I have a metronome, if it's going to show on the screen, but it probably isn't. Anyway, let me just see what tempo that's at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Yeah, it's kind of slow, which is what I want, because Dr. Clarke is kind of tired, so that works. So we're going to have a tempo of 72 beats per minute. Okay. 1 and 2 and then we go into because that repeats. So we got, that's our first bar, and the second bar repeats, but the ending is slightly different. Okay, not quite. I haven't got that quite right. This B flat should be an A flat. So the rhythm repeats, but yeah. The 2 highest notes go down by 1. And then it changes kind of here. Yeah. Okay, so something like that. Okay. Thank you, B, for the support. I hope this goes somewhere. I really do. I kind of like the idea, but I'm not sure if it will fit. Okay, and then oh, hang on a second. My background music is coming through. Let me actually turn that off, because that would actually help, wouldn't it? It would help you to hear things better. And then G flat, B flat, E flat, G flat. Nope. Everything went wrong. And then here, something like that. And then I want to do, kind of like a 3-note chord, but of course we have 3 channels, each of which can only play 1 note. So in order to put that 3-note chord in, which is a G flat major 7, G flat, D flat, F, I'm going to need to take up all 3 channels, which is going to be a bit of an issue when we come to actually put a melody over the top of this. So yeah, a lot of working with the Game Boy is problem solving because you're running out of space. You're running out of channels. You want to do something and you don't have enough things free to make what you want happen, or at least you have to kind of compromise on your vision a bit to make it happen within the confines of the limitations, the confines and the limitations of the hardware. So what I'm going to do, because I want to fit that 2, 3, 4, something like that. So what I'll do is I'll put the, this is going to be 2 beats each. I'm going to put the actually no, that should be an octave lower. So let me put a clef change in, because I need to go lower. So this needs to go into bass clef. There we go. Too high. Bring you down there. Okay, and then this one will have to go to a D flat. That one. Wait a second. Is this bass clef already? No. No. Why is that playing in bass clef? Random. That should not be happening. Yeah, that should work now. Let's make sure we're actually kind of writing things the proper way. Otherwise, when I come to put this into GB Studio, I will be confused by my own intentions. So it's always important to make sure things are very clear when you're writing down music. Because if the details are not what you need them to be, a different piece of music will come out, and that's not good. You always want to make sure that what you've planned to happen happens as much as possible. That includes being intentional about the intentional about the intentions. What am I saying? That includes being intentional about what you want in your sketch. Write what you mean to have and not what you think you should write. You know the right way to write what you want, in other words. I'm completely rambling today, but anyway, hopefully somebody out there will understand what I'm saying. Right, so we've got our initial idea. Something like that, I guess. I'm kind of thinking I want that bass line to sustain. So I want that. Yeah, I want that first B flat to sustain through the bar, which means that I can't actually put the rest of the notes in the same channel. Because right now, this is fine. Playing all these notes in one channel is fine because only one note is happening at any one time. Anytime I want to have something underneath while other things go on top of it, I have to use another channel. So I'm going to have to maybe bump up these notes to the duty channel, the first duty channel. So let me go. Oh, nope. What am I doing? Still not used to MuseScore yet. Okay, so this needs to start. Where's the rest? Rest. There we go. 0 is the rest. I should remember that for next time. I'm just getting used to MuseScore 4 because I usually use Dorico, but I'm experimenting with MuseScore just to try different software and see what the state is of free and open source software in the music world. So this is interesting because definitely allowing me to do quite a lot for free, but it does take a little bit of getting used to. So I'm going to paste all that stuff. No, pasted it in the wrong place. I should select the second rest and then put it in there. Right, okay. And then that should be a semi-brief. Then we need to do the same thing again with the next bar. Note entry. Quaver, where are you? 4 is a quaver, 0 is a rest. And then select the second rest and paste. Yeah. And then this lot goes up there as well. So 4 for a quaver, 0 for a rest. Paste. And now what we can do is we can lengthen all of these. So hopefully it'll sound a little bit more full. Because now we're using 2 channels instead of 1. So here's what this sounds like. Yeah, I definitely prefer that bass line sustained. Not bad. Alright, so I have an idea. And I'm going to see if I can try and repeat that and change it slightly. I don't need these clefs over here. Yeah, so I was kind of thinking I'd go higher, just like I had before. I went... and then... And then... Yeah, we went upwards. Maybe? Something like that. Anyway, we'll put that in. And then... don't know what to do. Something like that, I guess. Can't even remember what I did, but I'll just put it in anyway. I'll put something in. The good thing is the rhythm will stay the same. And all I need to do is drag these notes around. I wanted to go there. And then where did I go? Something like that, I guess. Something like that. Let's see. Let's see where we're going. Yeah, we definitely want to go up there. Yeah, I think I probably will. I might even use the third channel here. And that should be a crotchet rest. Have I done that? Okay. That's what we want. Something like that, I guess. Something like that. It should be. There. That should be tied. And then. Yeah, so similar kind of thing going on here. Except the B flat moves to an E flat. Actually, all of these Fs will move to B flats. Down here. Da 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 dum. A flat. Should be an octave lower. It should be G flat, F, E flat, something like that. Yeah. Alright, so we got 8 bars. I don't even know how long this is. Not sure I want all those Fs in there. Maybe I should put that as a dotted crotchet. Let's see. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Gonna work. I just realized you can't even see my the actual score. Whoops. Still getting used to this streaming thing. Anyway, here's what we have. Now that the screen is unblocked, now that my piano's out the way, I need to remember to press the buttons. Press the buttons to make things happen. Anyway. And then, where are we going after that? I have no idea. So, we're in B flat minor. Well, what key? What? Let me see. Okay, bring up the piano again. I know you. I just brought it out, but so I'm thinking harmonic minor. Let me. No idea where to go from here. Okay. Yeah. Too many notes. Too many notes in that. So I have to actually. kind of like that. I kind of like that. So yeah, I was just playing around with the triads in B flat minor, playing with these chords that I got from the notes of the scale that I'm using, and yeah, I think I came up with something that kind of feels good. I'm not sure if it goes here exactly in the composition, but I'm gonna put it in now anyway. See where it goes, because that's all we can do. We can imagine things and we can try and put them down, and if we're good, it will come out exactly as we intended it to. But many of us are probably not good by that standard, because we always struggle with making making things sound in the real world like they do in our heads. And that is the reason why we do this for our entire lives. Because we're just constantly not good enough yet. We have to keep going. Alright, so I need to bring these back into a higher range, so I'm going to put these in the treble clef now. Hopefully this is all going to work. So yeah, so I'll need see, this is the planning that I need to do. Like, if I want to do these 3 notes, I might have to take up 3 channels, but if I'm doing this, that's fairly easy to play on a piano, but you have to kind of translate it to the Game Boy and think, how many channels am I going to be taking up by doing that? So in this case, I can actually get away with the top melody being on one channel, and so in this case, I actually have to split up my idea differently to how it's actually split up on the keyboard in order to make it work on the Game Boy. So that's interesting, but it's all part and parcel of trying to get around the limitations. To make your idea happen, you will have to often do things that seem like they shouldn't be done in order to make your idea happen the way you want it to. So in this case, I have to split up the... So here, for example, I'll I can't even speak. I'll illustrate my point. Right, so here we've got 2 notes on the top and 1 note on the bottom. Right? But when we do the programming into the Game Boy, we can actually make that melody its own thing. And then we can do... So it'll still sound like... But it's going to be split up between... And... So it looks completely different while playing it on the piano than it will in the Game Boy's channels. And that's part of the dance that we have to do around the Game Boy's limitations to make the idea happen. So that's enough rambling. Let's see if I can try and put this in. So we got that melody going on over the top. So we need an F, a G flat, an F, and an E flat, and then D flat, E flat, D flat. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then we need to go That's what I want to do in the second channel, which still leaves me one channel free, so I can do a bass note or something in there. Let's see. Da dum. D flat, B flat, E flat, B flat. And then da dum ba bum ba bum ba dum. Yeah, I'll need to go back to the bass clef for this part, otherwise there'll be too many things going on. Too many lines. The music would be too hard to read. So you always have to manage your ranges properly and make sure that the music is easy for you to read. You don't want to have like a billion like lines. You don't want to go too far off the stave, because otherwise things will get way harder to read. So yeah, that should be an A natural. And then what did I want to do? Something like that, I guess. Yeah, something like that. I'll see. That's what I wanna do there. Yeah. So that's B flat, G flat, C, G flat, B flat, and then yeah. Let's see how this sounds now. Oh, and by the way, I have the metronome on, so I know that I'm getting my rhythm correct. When I do my final listens to this piece, or if I want to just hear how it actually will sound without the beat there, then I'll switch off the metronome, which is that little click that's going on in the background. But I'm doing this to make sure that I've written my rhythms correctly, and that my intentions, again, as I've been saying, that my intentions are clear, and I've actually written what I intend to produce, and not what I think I'm trying to produce. Because I could think something's written a certain way when in fact it's written a different way. And knowing how to write it is quite an important part of music theory. Yeah, definitely seems like it needs something else, right? Before that comes in. This sounds like it's a completely different section. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump this over quite a few bars. Give it 8 bars. I'm going to come up with something in the middle here, something, I guess. Just to bridge the gap. So now I have to think about what I'm doing here. Okay. No. Ugh. Not quite sure. Not quite sure. And then maybe I can keep that melody going. Something like that. Something like that. Who knows? I have no idea where I'm going at the moment. Just writing. Sometimes you just have to put stuff on the paper and find out if it fits later on. You can't plan for these things. So rest. So it starts on the same E flat. Whoa. That's too high. Yeah, okay. Hang on a second. Okay. Go down there. Thank you. And then G flat. Flat. And then A, B flat. And then I'll just stick that bass note. Two, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, that's a G flat and then an F. G. Nope. G flat F. So. Yeah. Yeah, let me just put that melody in. Why does it always go all the way up there? Ugh. Okay. E flat. Come back down to earth. Where we are. Where the rest of your friends are. Okay. Actually, no. That needs to be an octave higher. Then D flat, C, B flat. Okay. Yeah. So we're getting a kind of melody going here. And then I don't want to go down. I want to go up because I need to be able to get to that kind of thing. I think where were we? Where were we with this? Yeah. Something like that. So that was kind of where I am. Still trying to figure out where I'm going after that. That's kind of where I want to go, but it's kind of boring. No, D flat, E flat, B flat, and then da, F, no, up. And again, this is where we need to go. Treble clef. Give me the treble clef. Come on. No, not there. The note before it. That one. Thank you. No. E flat. No. D flat. E flat. F. No. That one. F. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, repeat that. Tie it over. And then this can even go 8 bars into the future. No, it's 8 bars into the past. Wait, no. 8 bars into the future. Yeah, no, it's coming up. Getting myself confused by how time works in music. Anyway, yes, thank you for the reminder, computer. I instinctively hit Command S to save, so good call, fingers. Muscle memory's working properly. Cool. Let me just save that then. Projects, game soundtracks, Curse of the Mantle, and then I want to put it in sketches. Too many sketches. Dr. Clarke. Yeah. And because the Mac has issues with full stops in actually no, maybe this might be okay. Let me just save it. Cool. I could actually repeat that entire melody and just change the end. See, this is what you want to do to like compose as efficiently as possible. Try and find phrases that work and that you can repeat and that you can pick bits out of, so you don't need to constantly come up with new ideas, because that's a pain in the backside, right? Trying to have to constantly come up with new things because you run out of ideas, or you run out of like how far your idea can take you, that your current idea can take you. Yeah, just basically means that what we ideally want to do is come up with an idea that's long enough and or good enough that you can chop it into bits or do various bits and pieces to it. Transformations, we call that in music. So transform it in various ways in order to get way more music out of the one idea than you would just coming up with a new idea, you know, because coming up with a new idea only gives you one new idea. However, taking an idea that you already have that's long enough and got enough mileage in it, and then transforming it like 12 different ways gives you 12 different things to pick inspiration from, which actually makes you more efficient at composing. Always try and get as much out of one idea as you can, because sometimes you don't get new ideas. Sometimes inspiration doesn't work. Sometimes you're blocked. Sometimes you just don't want to fire up your music program, but you still have to work. So that's not to say I'm feeling like that today. I actually do want to work on this because I had that idea before the stream. But if I didn't have that idea before the stream and I couldn't come up with anything, that would be a bit of a problem, and I'd have to rely on what I know about music theory in order to try and come up with an idea. Thankfully, something happened before the stream, so I'm just running with it. If it's appropriate, hopefully it is. If it's appropriate, then it will be used. If not, it will be put aside for later. I don't want to say binned, because I have a nasty habit of deleting things that I'm not happy with. I should really stop that. I should actually save stuff. Okay, so what do we have with our melody at the moment? Yeah. Kind of simple, but I think it kind of works. Because I imagine Dr. Clarke is a simple man who just wants to do his job and do it well. And so maybe a simple melody here will work. It's got a twinge of sadness to it. It's not really got that much hope, but I'm hoping that the rising melodies will give it some sort of sense of lift, even though the music is still solemn, because obviously he can't treat everybody. People are dying left, right, and centre, and he's only one man. He can only do so much. So even though he works tirelessly, he's fighting a losing battle here. So this is the kind of feeling I want to kind of evoke from this music. So you be the judge. Am I winning or not? And then I'll fill in the bass notes later. And then I'm kind of thinking I'll just repeat that idea with a change to get another 8 bars out of it. Still not sure how that's going to turn out, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in the bass line anyway, because I've got to keep moving. Always got to keep moving. A lot of the time when I'm coming up with ideas, I just run with the first thing I get. Right? I don't just sit there making a billion ideas and trying to find out something that has a spark to it. Yeah, because when you're doing music professionally, you don't have time to wait for a spark. You just have to work. So yeah, run with the first thing. If it doesn't work, come up with something else. But you can actually find that you can take an idea quite far if you just run with the first one you get. And oftentimes, I've found that if you come up with an idea and run with it, and then decide, oh no, I don't like it, and then you come up with another idea and start working on that, but you kind of deleted your first idea, you might come to a point where you actually think, oh wait, no, the first idea was better. And yeah, that definitely bears out in my own life, and my own music kind of writing time. Usually the first idea is the best. Anything that comes afterwards doesn't quite work. Now, this situation doesn't hold true for every single time that I compose, but a lot of the time, like, the first thing I come up with is usually the one I either stick with or go back to if I've gone to something else, because I didn't initially like that first idea. But anyway, I'm rambling again. I should really be writing music. And then this goes up to B flat. Kind of want to go to G natural there. And then G flat here. And then F, and then B flat. That's kind of how I'm thinking. Harmonizing it very simply and directly. Because again, that's who I'm imagining Dr. Clarke to be. Yeah. Cool. That works. Now I just got to fill in the inner part. How long is this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's about 53 seconds of music. This is probably plenty already, but I'm on a roll, it seems, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try and see if I can get a minute and a half to 2 minutes out of this. I might not be able to finish it today, but I'll definitely keep working on it. Maybe in the stream next week, or maybe if I get some time during the week, I will do it then. But anyway, here's what we have with the harmony underneath. Yeah, so that's what we have. And then I'm kind of thinking I want sort of a moving inner part in this second little bit. So we've got a G flat there, and then I'm being really careful not to double or duplicate any notes here. I want to avoid doing that. Because it makes the music sound less full. And of course, as I said, fullness is one of the major concerns when it comes to making Game Boy music. You want to make these 3 channels do as much work as possible. Because otherwise your music will sound thin and kind of bland. So let's try and see if we can put that in. Rest. I've kind of got like almost like I'm imagining if this were a real instrument, it would be a cello. So we got that that little kind of insistent kind of thing. I think what we'll do is make these notes staccato, which means detached. So instead of making them last their usual length, I'm going to make them all short. And then we got to do the same thing again over here. No, that's got to be it. Yeah. Maybe I'll take the staccato off here. Get rid of the staccato here. Don't know why that went back to the beginning. MuseScore is being funky. Yeah, something like that, I guess. Let's repeat that note because I think it works better. And then that's kind of what I want. No, wrong. Something like that. Need to be in the right range. No, A flat. Was it gonna do D flat? Yeah. Maybe that. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Yeah. Kind of losing sense of what this actually sounds like. Let me remind myself. Yeah, I kind of prefer it like that, actually. I don't like that moving note in there. Kind of distracts your attention away from that main melody. Kind of want this bit to be in the middle, to be in the background. So I don't want to make the notes move too much. I kind of want it to just kind of pulse away in the background as Dr. Clarke just, continues to put one foot in front of the other as he moves from person to person, trying to cure as many people or treat as many people as he can. Because this disease is not curable. Well, at least we're not told whether it is. So I going to do? No. Just trying to work out what my notes are supposed to be. I kind of like that. So E flat, F, A, F. Don't know what to. I think that line wants to go up there. Yeah, something like that, I guess. Ah! Why does it always go back to the beginning? I don't like that. No, I can't do that. I cannot do that. No. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, no. B flat, D flat. Kind of like that B flat staying where it is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this up to the D flat. Yeah, like this kind of thing. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. A and E flat. Ah. I'm going to take that out because I can. Something like that. Maybe a counter melody in there. No. That one. These should all be up. Yeah. Let me just go back to the beginning and play the thing through so I can kind of hear how it's going. Yeah. Well, I don't know what to do with that, but it's there. It's there, and I'll repeat it, and yeah, see what happens. I have just like a really simple thing that I want to do with this. That should definitely be bass clef. Alright, so bass clef. Where are we? There you are. No, I've. Let me see. Let's see how that works. Oh, no, hang on, wait, no. Get rid of that. Make you a crotchet. No, get rid of you as well. Yeah, okay. I want to end it on the same kind of, from bar 21 over here, I want to end it on the same notes. So even though I'm changing the melody, like my plan has kind of changed because I'm sort of just playing around with the idea and seeing if I can come up with variations by moving notes around. That's basically what I'm doing. Yeah. Should go back into the treble clef. I'll just put a double bar line here so that I know that it's a new section. Where do I go? Where do I go? Bar lines. Here. Alright, and then we go text, rehearsal mark. No. No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, rehearsal mark, where are you? Put letter B over here and put letter A at the beginning. I will probably add more marks so that I know what's happening where, but for now, 2 is fine. Add text, rehearsal mark A. I'm not even sure where this idea is going, but I kind of like it. Oh, I kind of want to end it low. So now I have to figure out what the heck I'm doing with the middle part, because God knows what I'm doing with that at this point. That's fine. That's fine. No, wait, I can go up there. Got a G and a G flat. What we're gonna do with that? Well, a G flat is the same as F sharp, which means I can technically use a G. I don't know. No. That's fine. Maybe I can go up to D flat there. So I'm going from da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. So I'm gonna turn my MuseScore onto repitch so I can use the rhythms there. No, no. Cool. And then hopefully. Yeah, alright, cool. So this gives me, what do I have? 120. 126 already. Not bad, not bad. How long has it been? Hour and a half? Okay, I've got a minute and a half and an hour and a half. That's not bad going. That's not bad going at all. Cool. Let's have a listen to the full thing so far. Nice. So it seems like I've gotten to a point where that earlier section kind of makes sense, to put it there. So this is good going. This is good going. So let me see what I can do with this new part. I've got 1:26, so I'm gonna get about 30 seconds of music out of this new section. If it goes longer, I will go longer, but maybe not in this stream, because I do have to eventually go to bed. But we'll see. I want to get 30 seconds, at least 30 seconds out of bars 25 to blah, however long it lasts. Oh, B, thank you. I didn't even know you were listening. Anyway. So I've got this kind of what did I do on the piano earlier? And then yeah, that works. That works. Now let's see if I can remember that when I put it into the music. And then that's our melody, so I'll put that in first. No. Oh, I've got the wrong mode. I need to take it out of repitch and go to default step time. That should be a minim or a half note for all you Americans. Yeah. And then yeah, something like that. So starting on G flat. G flat, E flat, A, F. No, E flat, please. Do what I ask you, please. Yeah, and I want to cut out the bass line here because I want sort of a lighter texture. We got the bass line in the previous part of the piece, which will give you the heaviness required, because there is a heaviness among this town as they all get taken down by this mysterious disease. But then I want kind of like a lighter kind of section that doesn't have so much heaviness, but still has that sort of solemn sort of thing going on. Why am I going all the way back to the beginning? I just want to play that new section. this one. And then that could be repeated. Kind of want to go there. Da, 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 da. D flat, E flat, F, B flat, nope, down, and then C, and then A. Cool. And then I need to nope. B flat minor, so we got G flat major. Also, I just realised something. B flat minor is the key of Chopin's Funeral March. And I think I'm writing this in the key of B flat minor, so kind of serves as a sort of, I don't know, elegy for the people who have died in the town of the disease, while Dr. Clarke works heroically against the odds. Anyway, kind of cool. Ah, no, that's wrong. I'm gonna bring in the bass note at the end. A, E flat. Oh, come on. A, E flat, then E flat, C, E flat, C, and then we're whacking great big F at the bottom. F. There. And then more music after that. Yeah, I'll probably put another 8 bars on this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we should be good. We should be good to loop, hopefully, if I can get the loop right. Because that's another thing. Video game music loops. And it doesn't sound very convincing if you can't get the end to work well with the beginning. So it's definitely different than composing a linear piece of music, which has a beginning, a middle, and an end, because the end is technically the beginning, or leads to the beginning again. which means you've got a different structural consideration when you're dealing with game music, because it has to keep going, not be boring, and the end has to go back to the beginning. Yeah, and especially since you don't know how long somebody's going to be spending on a screen reading text or looking at the artwork or just vibing with the music, hopefully. You have to make this thing not sound boring even when somebody wants to sit there and listen to it for 10 minutes. Because sometimes they might want to. So you have to think about these guys too. And then, yeah. I have no idea what to do. I don't want to go like creepy. Something like that. I don't even know what I just played. Yeah. And then yeah, I don't know. Am I just unnecessarily lengthening this thing? Can this actually loop as it is? I don't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a repeat mark there. I'm going to see if this actually works as a repeat on its own. Then, if we need the extra 8 bars, I'll go back to my friend and client. But mostly a friend. Anyway, yeah, I'll go back to my friend and see what he thinks. And then if it needs to be longer, I'll make it longer. I'll just pad it out a bit. But I think this actually might be fine. It's 1 minute 47. It's kind of between a minute and a half and 2. I don't necessarily need that extra 15 seconds. I think. Because think that extra 8 bars is just gonna lengthen it when it doesn't need to be lengthened. And this is another thing you need to understand about composing a piece of music. When it's done, it's done. And you don't want to kind of add to it if it doesn't need to be added to. Often the music will tell you when it's done. Even if you want to add stuff, if it feels good to end it there, probably should end it there. Trust your instincts. Anyway, let's hear how it is, and then I'll see if it loops, and then I'll leave it like that for today, and then maybe next stream, if we need to lengthen it, we'll lengthen it. Otherwise, if not, we'll be working on the final piece for the game, I think. I think I've got one more to write after this. I'll have to check. But anyway. It does loop. It actually works. It actually works. I'm quite surprised. I'm actually quite surprised. Let me just go back and hear that loop again, just to make sure it really does work. Where are we? Anyway, I've got 32 bars of music. Yeah. Yeah, no, that works fine. The bass note leads nicely back, and we can just cut out the third channel, the top channel, and have the bottom two, because it's got that sense of bleakness to it when you've got not all 3 notes running at the same time. When you've only got 2, it's kind of like almost like something gets sucked out of the piece, and you get like this kind of, I don't know, in this particular piece you've got this kind of bleakness at the beginning, and then this rising part here has got this kind of hopeful vibe that Dr. Clarke can get to as many people as possible. And I'm hoping that he can. But anyway. Yeah. So this is the piece. Enjoy. then yeah. If we need to extend it, I'll just take the repeat out, extend it 8 bars, and then it will loop after 40 bars instead of 32 bars. But I'll check and see whether that actually needs to be done or not. And we've got 3 minutes 33.3 seconds. What? Are you kidding me? 3 minutes 33.3 seconds of music with the loop. So that's pretty cool. And on that note, I think we probably close down here. So that was composing some more music for the Curse of the Mantle Game Boy game. We should be working on 1 more piece for Curse of the Mantle, or maybe 2 if there are 2 left. I have no idea. Like I said, I'm going to have to check that. But I'll be back. Have a good one, and see you soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye.